Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Sunshine Heavy Industries. We're going to do the daily ship for Saturday, the 18th of July, 2026. Okay, tractor beam. Okay. Have I seen a tractor beam? No more loose parts warnings. The future is here. Huh. I'm not sure I used the tractor beam so far. Okay, that's funky. Let's see what we have. Thrust 17. Okay. Radar 10, that's interesting. The tractor beam counts as radar? No. Radar counts as radar. And for that, yeah, ideally I would want to do, since it's a 10, I want to do this and that and that. No. Firepower 24. Okay, so this can continue. Interesting, so I could technically jettison all the radiating part outside of the body of the ship. Or maybe drag the radar pod, so to speak. Or maybe have the weapons ahead, that's also a possibility. 24 on the weapons. Double cannons can resolve that quite nicely. Yeah, leaning towards that solution. Let's just drop that for right now to see how much power we are going to need. Import taxes. Gotcha. So I ideally want to go as big as possible. Maybe even do double D's. That's but to radar 1.2 is 400k plus 50, so it's still cheaper to go that route. Well, it's 500k. That would be 650, so yeah, it's still cheaper to go that way. 24 in command. Which means if I do this 2 times, that would be 640, 740, that would be 850, so it's still cheaper to go the 2 cockpits there. Yeah. Could also possibly do a couple of cabs, maybe if I do... I mean, for the passenger, I only really need the 2 to meet the passenger goal. So if I do the 2 cabs and maybe do the command bit up top. Compact, so ideally we want to be as square as possible. How much do we need? 1 more. Okay, that creates kind of platform at the top. Resolves all the command problems. This is such a nice surface to have it together. Okay, let's see what else we need to do. So we need to do thrust. We do have a nice 30 cargo to buffer things out, and 30 fuel as well. So for thrust, I could obviously go for the big boy. That resolves everything we need. Because it's obviously 17, so 2 times 4x2 wouldn't cut it. Yep. Okay. Let's see fuel-wise. So we're looking at 30 fuel, which can be nicely done by 18 and 12. No armor is required. The cylinder is a bit of a weird part. It kind of doesn't fit to kind of the rest of the design language that is usually available for building purposes. I want to do anything funky. Because the easiest way to do this is obviously like put it somehow like that. I can obviously flip this, so you know that would be an option. It's just so weird, the language just does not work at all. Yeah, I think I'm going to overrule, like none of these pods actually work well in the design language. So if I go 8, and do we have a 4? We do have a 4. So that would be 120, a 360, 460 compared to the 590 of the 6x3. So it is still efficient to do it that way. What I will do is I'm going to drop as far as heat management goes, let's drop the heat vent here and drop one of the radar bits. The only problem is that this creates kind of like a surface area as well, which means that I would have to go and do something of this kind. Intake is too. Would it? No, not the intake. Turbine. The turbine is very expensive. Also, I need to remember that we have a considerable maneuverability tax as well. Which means that this ship could use a nose, actually. I'm thinking about how this would work. Basically, as much as I can fill in a rectangle, that's the best option I could go for, to be within the constraints of the actual objective, you know. Energy-wise, like this is generating 40. This needs very few, yeah, so this is definitely an overkill. What we want to do, and it would be way more efficient to just do a heat vent. And how much do I need for that? That's a 10. Which means that even the generator 1 should be able to provide here. If we pull it in a little bit, yeah. So that's the minimal area we have to use for this. So the 2 weapons, if we have to use the tractor beam. So if we have like a detached platform for the tractor beam, move it down. And power. Does this need power? That does need power, and not a small amount as well. That's 12. Whew. Which means that I need to go with something bigger. 2x2 has the unfortunate case of sticking out like a sore thumb. If I could double cooling there, would it still be cheaper? No, we would need to armor it. I think that would be the more cost-efficient solution here. Just drop a heatsink on that and armor it. Would a cone make more? Ooh, cone's not bad there. But actually, think about it, there is a cone here. Admittedly, this is silly. I do enjoy silly though. Okay, I will still have to cool the tractor beam. Does it have any power constraints? 8 energy as well. It is within the catchment of that, and I do provide enough energy right now. So the only real problem is cooling that sucker. Other than that, maneuverability. So this will attach somehow to the rest of this. We can bring this in if need be. Question is whether I want to, because fins are the answer. Fins are the answer. That's not enough fins. Problem is that technically I could put fins there, but it kind of defeats the whole objective of this. Maybe I would want to have something here as well. Sorry, it's a separated item. What if I move this back here? I would have to move the whole group up 1. Move this back. Trying to do something that's not a total herpy derp. 195. One more fin. It's going to be more than one, because I don't have all the mass of the cargo in yet. And I still need to kill this sucker somehow. And we have comms to go. Unfortunately, I think I will have to upgrade that. It's that doesn't look good. It doesn't look as good. Doesn't look as good. That's not going to be efficient, but this will have to be the case. On the command side. Maybe even here. Holy moly. How much comes? 7 and 7, which is 5 and 2. Yeah, which means that if I do this, well then, we have the command section done. What if we do no? No, unfortunately, that's not good. We'd have to have it there, which means this doesn't. It's not organic, you know. What can I do here? Let's finish the heat management. It's an easy one. Well, this is an easy one. Have to look how the heat went looks. That's not the worst thing in life. Cargo. Unfortunately, to be in theme, I think I would have to go like that. Yeah, have to go like that. And that's adding considerable amount of mass as well. Which means none of these fins are not going to be sufficient for what I want to do. Which means that this whole section is not going to fly. It's just too... It's too rough, you know? Because I want to do at least something like that for that to work organically. And I still have to add more wing surface area for that to work. And I'm already using a cone. That's just... Whew. How much do we need? Okay. Okay. Trying to think what else can I move here. The thing is that I can't really sacrifice the cab here due to the passengers. I mean, I could sacrifice it. Damn, why is the cockpit angled at 2x4? That could work nicely for some of the problems that I have. What if, hear me out, I'm just trying stuff. I'm just trying stuff at this point. The problem is that looking at various bits and pieces that are taken, you know, like the wings cannot, that they must be vertically attached essentially, or they look in the north-south or south-north direction. What I can do is the command section can go east-west. There is obviously a gap here, but like this section, like this corner is pretty well defined. I would say that this entire bit is pretty well defined. The wings here I think are fairly set as well. What I can do, I can move it a little bit further back to provide more of an area here to be able to attach the various bits and bobs. That would give us a space. That would give us space for more. 2 more, maybe even like that, so that I can go and add more maneuverability, and that still wouldn't be enough. Wow. This would also reduce the area that's available here. It's the absolute minimum there. I'm not happy with that. I'm not happy with that. Does the cone have to have clearance? No. The cone can fly on its own. Okay. That helps, actually. Ooh, that's a 5 though. Okay, I want to do a nice tie in here, so if we do something like that, that works a little bit better. This is still not clean enough though, for my liking. Of course, that's a problem. Oh man, where I'm going to stick this antenna. Because that's a bounding box problem as well. Shifting one up, it would be very cheeky. Very cheeky here to insert it like there. Also, I would have to eat the tags here with some scaffolds. That's just how it is. Can the beams cross like that? The beams can cross like that. Okay, that's perfectly fine. Which means that I have to fill this bit out and fill that back bit out as well. That should be enough. Could we lose this one? 198. That's so close. That's so close. But if we turn it around, not radiation. Wait. You can still say that. Because this should give me something like that. That whole bit can attach and build the rest out with scaffolds. That seems to be the play. It irritates me that these two can't be swapped. Oh well, I'm going to dwell on it for too long. Let's build out the scaffolds. And this is where it's going to cost a leg and an arm. An arm and a leg. It's the other way around. Dummy. Am I happy with this? Maybe move this around a little bit. Just little things, yeah. Okay, it's a relatively small bounding box. I think I'm going. This is going to be it. This is going to be it. Well, let's make a GIF out of this. Definitely not my prettiest design, but I think, given the constraints, I'm going to be happy with this. Okay. Hope you'll have a lovely day. This has been TSB, and I'm signing out. Bye.